I'm hungry. I don't feel like wasting time cooking and all that stuff. Just it's already ready to go. I want to eat, go to sleep. So you get a couple of these biscuits. I like biscuits. God damn it. Why did they give me the fries? I thought I said mashed potatoes. Sorry. It's okay, man. Kids like fries. Okay, I think I'll eat like 3 of them. Some of that beans and rice, if you have it. Hot sauce? Hot sauce all over the chicken. Hungry, I'm telling you. That's the munchies. Honey. That's it, I'm ready. Ta-da! Popeyes. Let me see. What am I gonna use as a table? Ta-da! Yeah, I found a flat surface. Ah. Who goes there, Sebastian? Welcome. Yeah. That's all I got. Food right here, remote right here. I'm ready. Alright, what we watching? What's on TV? Some of the old thingy thing. Let's take a swing at it. Let's go swing. Let's go swing at Hulu. Let's see what's going on. Probably nothing. I didn't find nothing yesterday. Damn good. Oh, hey, what's happening? I'm chilling, man. Eating. Let's get Popeyes right here. Good old Popeyes.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Make this season the reason to hit the road. Answer the call to California Adventure with Toyota's legendary reliability. Lease Tacoma for just $199 a month, or get low financing or $3,000 cash back on Tundra. Plus, check out the all-new 4Runner.
One more night. Gotta go in tonight.
He's getting caught today. I'm John Walsh, and I've dedicated my entire life to locking up the worst criminals. We're tracking down one of the most ruthless gangs of lawbreakers we've ever gone after. My son Callahan and I are fired up. With your help, we're coming for fugitives, hunting them down, and putting them right where they belong, behind bars, including these that you'll see tonight. First, a 19-year-old National Guardsman ambushed and gunned down. In an AMW exclusive, the chilling surveillance footage that helped police ID a dangerous gang member suspected of his murder, Joseph Matos. Then, Catfish host Liev Schulman helps us decipher clues in a twisted case involving an accused wife killer using dating apps to stay one step ahead of the law. Donald Hodges is online and on the run. And finally, an 11-year-old girl vanished without a trace, allegedly hidden for years by her own mother. Elizabeth Smart joins us to examine new evidence and a major breakthrough in this 6-year-old mystery. Help us find Jennifer Settle. America's Most Wanted is the original true crime series. You can run, but you can't hide. Hello everybody, I'm John Walsh, and America's Most Wanted is back. Back to give voice to victims with a relentless pursuit of justice. Back to give power to you, the viewers, to help us track down the most dangerous fugitives in America. And I'm excited to have my son Callahan by my side. He's always there.
Thrilled to be here. A lot has changed since my father began this fight in 1988. Thanks to your tips, 1,198 fugitives have been captured.
Ever since my 6-year-old son Adam was abducted and murdered, I pledged to go after lowlifes in towns and cities everywhere. For us, it's not just personal, it's a promise to never give up on trying to find answers for families and deliver the nation's most dangerous fugitives to law enforcement. Last season alone, with your help, we took these 7 fugitives down. Take a good look. Since our last episode, we've celebrated the arrest of suspected child molester Davy Albaran.
Thank you to America's Most Wanted and anybody who called in with a tip to help get justice for my daughter. And we did it!
But the captures didn't stop there. We also put 6 more lowlifes behind bars. First, suspected serial stalker Jacob Smart was taken into custody in Washington State. Then, Taji Michael, wanted for the murder of Sacramento football star Najee Grimes, was arrested in North Carolina. We
We want to thank the viewers of America's Most Wanted for helping us to bring justice for the Grimes family and ultimately bring Taji Michael to justice.
Then, convicted drug dealer David Young finally faced the music when cops busted him in Sonora, Mexico. Young was a member of the street gang allegedly responsible for selling the drugs that killed Dylan Jones. Authorities also put Tyler Wilkinson behind bars in Orange County, California. Wilkinson is suspected of selling the counterfeit pills that killed 17-year-old Brooke Badger.
Orange County Sheriff's Department is very grateful we were able to ultimately get the tips in, which led to the arrest of Tyler Wilkinson.
And finally, U.S. Marshals arrested suspected kidnappers Luis and Andrea Ramirez and returned Lucito and Camila to their aunt.
But the fight goes on, and it's your loyalty and your tips that drive us to get these lowlifes off the streets.
We couldn't do it without the dedication of local, state, and federal law enforcement, along with some incredible advocates and survivors who fight for justice every day. One of them is Elizabeth Smart, a child abduction survivor ready to lend her expertise on an unsolved missing persons case. Every minute counts, so let's saddle up. Our first case tonight is a heartbreaking National Guardsman's murder. Just 19 years old, he was fresh out of boot camp, and he was shot and killed, not in battle, but simply because he went to a party in his hometown of Chicago.
Yeah.
Tonight, in an AMW exclusive, a never-before-seen surveillance video shows how the FBI ID'd 2 gang members suspected of the crime. And with your help, we can finally give a grieving family the justice they need.
19-year-old Chris Carvajal was an innocent bystander that was gunned down and killed on July of 2021. The 19-year-old victim was a National Guard member who had recently returned home from boot camp.
My name is Lourdes Lara. I am Chris Carvajal mom. Chris was a beautiful young man. Chris was not only my son, Chris was my friend, my confidant, my baby.
Even though I'm the oldest, I feel like Chris was the leader of the pack. He was always the responsible one that you could go to for any advice. My mom did really good showing him like his morals and that we should always help others before we help ourselves. Chris was the first in our family to enlist to the National Guard and protect this country. His goal was to become a police officer. Chris came back after 9 months of basic training. We were so proud of him and just so happy to have him back here. July 2nd, 2021, Chris decided to go out. He went to like a house party. He was enjoying the night, but apparently Chris needed to get something from his car.
The initial 911 call was a person calling shots fired. They also stated that they observed a male laying on the ground. I arrived around 2:30 in the morning. There was crime scene tape and patrol vehicles with their lights on, cordoning off the area. Shell casings were discovered where the shooting occurred. Our usual procedure is to start seeing if there are any witnesses and also identify any possible video of the crime. Video from a private surveillance camera actually caught the entire incident. It shows Chris run down the street by himself. As he's approaching the intersection, a red car approaches. Chris continues south towards his vehicle. That red vehicle moves forward a few feet, and an individual exits the passenger side and begins firing a handgun. Officers responded to the scene. They discovered Chris lying face down, unresponsive on the sidewalk. And they then transfer him to Illinois Masonic Hospital, where he's eventually pronounced deceased by the doctor.
It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and my sister called me. I had a gut feeling that it was something like really bad with Chris.
That night, the detective said he passed away. He said, no, this cannot be. He said, maybe you had the wrong person. He said, no.
Why him? He never got into fights, never had any type of altercation, so why him?
The fact that video shows the entire incident, it's critical. We were able to determine a license plate of that vehicle. We were able to run it in the Secretary of State database. We then see who the registered owner is. Joseph Matos. Matos had an extensive criminal history going back to 2001.
Matos was a member of the Milwaukee Kings, a notoriously violent street gang based on the northwest side of Chicago. Despite their small numbers, like most street gangs, there is a hierarchy, and Matos was widely considered to be the second in command.
I'm never gonna forget the 4th of July. Never.
To his killers, Chris was just some nameless random notch in their belts. But he has family. He was a soldier, a brother, a son with very big dreams and a bright future.
Please, we need your help finding Joseph Matos. Take a look at these important clues. Matos is a Latino male, 42 years old, 6 feet 2 inches tall, about 220 pounds, and goes by the nickname Troubles. It's like this guy is begging to get caught. Check out the tattoo Most Wanted across his abdomen, and he's literally wearing a sign around his neck. M-Town Kings on the right side, and the tattoo 1300 on the left side.
The FBI considers him armed and very dangerous, and they're offering a reward of up to $25,000 for any information leading to his arrest and conviction.
We have other critical details about this case we need to share with you. Plus, we'll talk to someone who's been on the inside, a former gang leader, about what fuels this kind of violence. Stay with us.
Coming up, we have a tragic story about a fugitive who will make you think twice before hitting like on a dating app. Neve Schulman from Catfish will join us to break down the risks of digital dating and how a dangerous predator could be hiding in plain sight. Plus, we've got a crucial new lead on a missing girl, allegedly taken by her mother after a bitter custody battle. But first, we need your help with this case. They say diamonds are forever. But not in this case, where 8 suspects robbed a jewelry store of $90,000 worth of merchandise in less than 20 seconds. It all started on January 6, 2025, at the Dubai Jewelry Store, located in the Greece Ridge Center Mall in Greece, New York. Watch as the first suspect leaps over the counter, immediately grabbing necklaces. Store employees try to intervene, but 5 more thieves rush in, overwhelming them. The suspects smash display cases with a baseball bat, snatch jewelry, and flee, all before security guards can stop them. 3 of the 8 suspects have been arrested. 5 remain at large. These scumbags wore masks and gloves. And take a look at this guy's sweatshirt design. Do you recognize it? If so, we want to know. Please send us your tips. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Make this season the reason to hit the road. Answer the call to California Adventure with Toyota's legendary reliability. Lease Tacoma for just $199 a month, or get low financing or $3,000 cash back on Tundra. Plus, check out the all-new 4Runner.
I had 3. At least what?
Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
So is it like competitive salary, or is it like competitive salary?
It's somewhere between competitive and competitive.
Right, and
Good
the
time.
number would be.
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna lay down there with my precious and my ices.
With Indeed, you can avoid
Down
awkward
there.
salary
Cuddle
conversations
up with
from
my-
the start.
Oh,
my
a
girl.
number.
My girl. My
It's an
girl.
actual number.
My girl.
Depend Silhouette's protection is more breathable. So you can say yes to being
Fight
unstoppable.
my jealous girl, you know.
Protection that works as hard as you do. Depend. Stronger than us is you.
When you dare to combine sweet and tart, you get a sweet tart throat that's so sweet, you'll pucker. Sweet tarts, dare to combine.
Welcome back to America's Most Wanted. Two members in a Chicago-based street gang thought taking a life would earn them respect on the streets. Now we need your
That's
help
it.
to find this
I'm
guy,
gonna
Joseph
sleep.
Matos, so we
Take a
can
look
put him
now. If I
behind
go to
bars
sleep
where he
now,
belongs.
11, 12, 1, 2. I probably got like 3 hours.
Chris was on a right path in
Next
life.
time.
He did not deserve this.
Once